Grafted vegetables. Grafted vegetables are created when the top part of one plant, the scion, is attached to the root system of a separate plant, the rootstock. The rootstock contributes vigor and disease resistance while the scion is chosen for fruit flavor or quality. Produce growers have found that this traditional technique can dramatically improve plant method. Tomatoes may be grafted using several methods, including side grafting or top grafting. In side grafting, a notch is cut in the scion and in the rootstock, then the plants are clipped together at their notches and allowed to heal for several days before severing the scion's roots and the rootstock's shoot. After experimenting with several methods, we decided to use the Japanese top grafting, or tube grafting, method, a new technique that is fairly simple yet must be performed in carefully controlled conditions to avoid stressing the vulnerable, freshly grafted plant. When both rootstock and scion have developed 2-4 true leaves, we sever each seedling just below its cotyledon at a 45-degree angle, then use a special clip to attach the upper stem and leaves of the scion to the lower stem and roots of the rootstock. The stems must be the same diameter so their vascular tissue can align, allowing water and nutrients to flow up the stem. Once the scion and rootstock have been clipped together, we place them in a healing chamber which regulates temperature, 70-80 degrees Fahrenheit, humidity, 80 to 95%, and light to create the best conditions for the vascular tissue to grow together and the scar heal over. For the first 2-4 days the seedlings are kept in complete darkness. Over the next week or so, we slowly reintroduce the seedlings to light and reduce the humidity to accustom them to natural conditions. After another week or two in the greenhouse, they are ready to be transplanted into the garden. Throughout the process, the plants must be handled carefully to avoid disturbing the graft union. Preventing water stress is also crucial. Both scion and rootstock seedlings should be well watered the day before grafting, which is best performed in a shady, protected area in the early morning or just after dark, when water transpirations are lowest. Benefits. Advantages of grafted vegetables include enhanced plant vigor, stronger disease resistance, tolerance of environmental stresses, and heavier crops that are produced over an extended harvest period. Disease resistance. This is probably the most important reason commercial growers initially turn to grafted vegetables. After Asian growers' success with grafted melons in the 1920s, tomato grafting emerged in the 1960s as a strategy to avoid soil-borne diseases like bacterial wilt, which can be hard to eradicate in a tomato crop because of its wide range of hosts and ability to persist for years in the soil. When a grower raises tomatoes and other solanums, potatoes, eggplant, peppers, in the same fields or in the ground in greenhouses year after year, a range of fungal, bacterial, viral, and nematode diseases can become established in the soil, leading to a poorer yield with each subsequent harvest. Grafting has been found effective against verticillium wilt, Verticillium alboaterum, Vidae, Fusarium wilt, Fusarium oxysporum, corky root rot, Pyranochetolycocercici, root knot nematodes, Meloidogyne, bacterial wilt, Ralstonia solanicerum, tomato mosaic virus, and tomato spotted wilt virus. Grafting may also help plants ward off 3 of the other big tomato problems we face in the Pacific Northwest: early blight, Alternaria solani, late blight, Phytophthora infestans, and blossom end rot, a physiological disorder caused by low calcium levels. Tomato plants that are less vigorous to start with or weakened by nematodes are more susceptible to early blight, so super vigorous grafted tomatoes with enhanced resistance to pests and disease should fare better. Blossom end rot is exacerbated by fluctuations in soil moisture or when plants are stressed by drought. Grafted tomatoes, with their superior root structures, allow continued uptake of moisture and nutrients even in less than optimal conditions. It's not clear whether grafted tomatoes are resistant